Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we did a sort of meme build with M.A. Ulm, doing War Dogs only, with the help of Divinitus, so that we could bless all our dogs. It was a fun game, it was a fun experiment, and hopefully there'll be more opportunities of that in the future. Especially once Divinitus combines with Dominions Enhanced. Then we really never need to play anything but that. But for now, let's roll up another random nation and see what we get. 6 is EA Calum. Pretty sure we tried that. 151 is Bermunda Coast of Blood. That one I don't think we've done. That's going to be from Gathering Sturm. I don't think we've done that. Let's disable everything, enable the merge. I don't know what age it's under. We'll have to figure that one out. Probably EA? No, there's no way we did this one. Alright, I'm gonna do it. So it's another sort of aquatic or coastal nation. We keep getting these. Let's go with... let's go with Book of Legends. I have not done an aquatic one on this one, I think. It's 36 sea provinces, so we should have one other land nation here. Or aquatic nation. And we'll do 14 total, I guess. Or 12? 14? 13? I don't know. 14. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All land except for one random aquatic nation. We are playing Bermunda. Bermunda is an obscured sea region isolated by wild ocean currents, storms, and various monstrous sea creatures that have kept outsiders away since ancient times. In the shallow water of Bermunda, around the many island chains, the reefs of fleshy coral can be found growing and sustaining the marine ecosystem. But ever since the arrival of the Atlanteans and the formation of the new blood clan here by the Tritons, Bermunda has been painted red of virgin blood. Underwater rivers of blood flow through the canyons, tainting the inhabitants and wildlife alike. The fleshy coral reefs have sustained dark practices and bloody rituals of the blood... Alright. Enabling a new grand vision for the nation. Mutated creatures roam abound, attacking the surface sailors at sight, while the clan leaders and priestly mages run ritualistic experiments in the never-ending search of the perfect flesh. With the Pantocrator gone, the ghosts, the heart of Bermunda, have risen from the abyssal depths to wreak havoc across the world, guided by the pretender god of Bermunda. So we have short-lived, tainted Tritons and Atlanteans, aquatic Tritons and cavalry, amphibious Atlanteans, less stats on land, sacred cap-only Tritons, and temple summons. Strong water, blood, some air, astral. Average priests can convert enemy temples when in the army. That's nice. Sailing ghosts in capital, mutated creatures in sea. Oh, for free spawn. So we get free spawn ghosts and mutated creatures. National items for underwater blood hunts. National items for underwater combat spells that require blood slaves. New national blood spells, of course. A lot of blood. Our scouts, amphibious, stealth 40, dark vision 50. Pretty basic. Our reef chief, coastal forts as well. 75 leadership, amphibian, dark vision 50. Cool sprite, man. They can walk on land, but with a -3 penalty to attack and defense. Ouch. That's pretty significant. Blood Clan Commander, aquatic, 100 leadership, riding a Hemacampus. Flesh Idol, 2 blood, 2 holy, temple trainer, into becoming the sacred flesh. Okay, some wild stuff. Blood Clan Priest, 1 holy, 1 blood, aquatic. Forbidden Seer, 2 astral, and then water or blood. Aquatic, blind. Aberrantine of the Deep, also in coastal forts. 1 air, 2 water, air, water, blood, 50% for another blood. They're amphibian, but they get the -3 penalty to attack and defense on land. But for a mage, that's not really that big of a deal at all. Dark vision 50, gift of water breathing 15. Okay, it's a pricey mage. But it's not a bad mage. Some of these will be 3 water, some will be 2 air. Wretched Host. 1 air, 2 water, 3 blood, 1 holy, aquatic. 4 recruitment points. With 4 host tentacles that are 10 armor piercing. And a life drain. And then the Writhing Shipwreck, cap only. 4 recruitment points, 650 gold, 2 air, and then +4 to water or blood. Ethereal with 16 protection, 70 hit points, size 10. Blind, Spirit Sight, and 4 19 damage armor piercing tentacles. And an epic little sprite there, Jesus. Okay. Wretched Triton Militia. 12 defense, Coral Spear for 15 damage, no protection, aquatic. Tainted Atlantean, also in coastal forts. 2 protection only, 9 defense, with just a Coral Spear. They also get a -3 to attack and defense on land. Good lord. Wretched Tritons. They get some armor, 9 protection on the body, 0 on the head, 11 defense, 15 damage spear. But they're aquatic. Tainted Atlantean Warrior, coastal forts. 8 protection on the bodies, 2 on the head, or no, 10 protection on the body, 2 on the head, with a 10 defense, 3 parry shield, but -3 to attack and defense on land. That's really wild. Bermunda Reef Warrior, also in coastal forts. 13 on the body, 12 on the head, 12 defense, parry 3 shield, -3 to attack and defense on land, 18 hit points though, and a 25 damage glaive. So they have a 2-handed weapon and a shield, and it has poison. If it wasn't for that pesky penalty, these would be pretty good. But with that penalty, they're looking at 7 attack, and that's not great. Atlantean Bythos, 30 hit points, size 4, 15 protection on the body, 12 defense with a parry 4 shield, 6 speed, 7 encumbrance, but a 30 damage coral glaive with poison. But again, they have that -3. You're really just hurting at that point. That being said, I think they're still viable even without that. But it's like, this seems like a stupid, rough penalty considering no other aquatic nation has that kind of penalty. And aquatic nations usually struggle to get on land anyways. This is really rough. Ship Drag. 35 hit points, 10 protection, 8 defense, 11 MR, 11 morale, 10 speed, with a 21 damage anchor. And it has an AoE 1 smash for 14 damage. Defense negates. Pretty good. They are aquatic or amphibious, but they don't have the penalty. They're also blind. They have affliction resistance 3 and bad formation fighter -1, which means that they cannot fit 2 to a square. Still, this might be our best unit. Blood Clan Rider, aquatic. No shield, 13 defense, 7 protection, which is 9 on the body. A mutated claw for 19 armor piercing, and a coral lance for 17 with charge bonus and poison. Hemacampus, though, 25 hit points, 3 protection. Hard to say. And then the Exalted Triton. 15 hit points, 13 protection, 13 defense, 25 speed, good lord. They have underwater regeneration 10%, poison resistance 5. It's actually 16 protection on their body. And a 12 attack, 14 magic piercing spear with poison. Well, sad thing to say is they're not amazing, and they're aquatic, and I don't know if there's an air-breathing bless. We'll have to look for that. Our free spawn that we get. Macabre Sailors, Air 1, Water 1, Ethereal. Drowned Sailors, Ethereal, 9 protection, 8 hit points. With 2 Spectral Falchions. Or a net. Or a bow. There's also the Kelp Fox. Okay. Shark Abomination. Look at that sprite. Amphibious, 45 hit points, 6 protection, fear aura, 24 damage bite, and a 17 armor piercing tentacle. Jesus. A Morse, 27 hit points, 5 protection, 20 damage bite, 18 damage claw, and a Crabbling. 15 damage armor piercing crab claw. If we can get a lot of those, they're pretty nasty. We can summon the Son of Nakika, Water 2, Air, Water, Astral Blood, and Death Nature. And Recuperation, and 4 Tentacles, 11 Armor Piercing, and a 16 damage beak. And they have 4 hand slots, but no body slot or helm slot. But they don't have Clumsy, notably. So you can give them 4 main gouches. Depending on how easy they are to summon, maybe. But 4 main gouches is not super cheap. There's bigger ones and bigger ones. Yeah. Oh, when owning 4 Forted Temples, newly summoned Sons of Nakika arrive in a more powerful form. At 8 Forted Temples, they arrive in their most powerful form. 8 Forted Temples. We're not getting that. I don't even know if we'll get 4. Flesh Coral. So this is sacred. 22 hit points, 13 natural protection, 8 defense, 10 MR, 50 morale, but only 4 speed. They have underwater regeneration, aquatic, poison resistance, blind, spirit sight, an 8 damage coral, 8 damage coral, 8 damage coral, 5 poison, weakness, draw blood. It's pretty nasty. And a flesh coral crawler. 26 hit points, 13 protection. Basically, pretty much all the same. Slightly better, but amphibious. Okay. Nothing in conjuration. That's rare. Nothing in alteration. Nothing in evocation. Immaculate Orb gives Blood Hunt. This allows you to blood hunt underwater. Successful blood hunts grant 2d4 blood slaves directly into the treasury. That's really handy. And increase unrest by an average of 12 and kill 20 population. Okay, so blood level doesn't matter? Huh. Interesting. Well, and we have to have that item. The Blood Hunt. Enchanted Orb gives 2 temporary blood slaves. But it will inflict profuse bleeding on the wielder. Okay. It's pretty nice, though. Tainted Orb gives 3 temporary blood slaves. Alright, well, we're gonna have to get to those blood spells and see how much this is worth it. Feel like this might be, yeah, we may have to do blood this time. Enchantments. Nothing. Thaumaturgy. Nothing. It's all in blood. Here we go. Personal Flesh to Coral. Grant natural protection plus 10 up to 15 or plus 3 if already 12 or higher. Susceptibility to cold 5, but it costs you a blood slave. Sanguine Power gives 10% regen for 1 blood slave to the caster. Sanguine Extortion for 1 blood slave. That's 12 plus armor negating damage. I mean, for 1 blood slave. Slipstream Shot. This is no blood. No blood slaves, but can only be cast underwater. 1 person within range 55 plus takes 16 piercing magical damage. Profundity. Grants mist form to the caster and friendly units around them. AoE 10. Wow. So it's mist form. Costs 2 slaves, 200 fatigue though. But still, if we have a handful of mages, all with the 2 temporary blood slave item, that's great. Sanguine Relief. Reinvigoration plus 2 within AoE 1. Oh, AoE 1, no blood slaves. Okay, that's nice. Slimy Grasp, Astral Blood. AoE 3, Frighten 5, Armor Negating. Notably, though, so it's Terror. It can affect friendly units. But it also slimes them. Range 30 with no plus is kind of a bummer, but yeah. Metastasis, 15 Blood Slave Ritual. Each turn for as long as the ritual lasts, 1 flesh coral is killed and replaced with a flesh coral crawler. The spell lasts longer if more slaves are sacrificed. Okay. That's a very slow process of getting flesh coral crawlers. Flesh to Coral. AoE 1, natural protection plus 10. That's not great, but okay. Shield of Pain. Gives caster invulnerability 15. Barotrauma. I don't know if they meant barotrauma or not, but okay. For 1 water gem, summons a heavy infantry commander. What? This seems bugged. The text says that it condenses the water around an enemy to extreme pressure, attempting to magically crush them with extreme force, which would align with the name of the spell. But this just says it summons a heavy infantry commander, which I don't even know what that is. Huh. Coral Blast. 12 effects, 1 person, 50 fatigue, 14 slashing damage, and bleed. Okay, and that's underwater or above water. Call Brood of Nakika. Can only be cast at the altar of Kraken site. Summons the Son of Nakika. 66 slaves. Word Stitching, or Weird Stitching. Heals all friendly units on the battlefield for 3 damage, for 3 HP, for 3 slaves. Huh. Group Flesh to Coral. 3+ area effects. Natural protection +10. Call Brood of Nakika. So it's 100 slaves, and you have to have 4 forted temples to get the second version of that. Abyssal Extortion. Area effect 15 for 2 slaves. 13+ armor negating damage. MR negates. Only underwater. Okay. Bloodstream. Causes friendly units to move faster and reduce exhaustion caused by fighting. Continuously hits all units on the battlefield with Frighten 1. Well, it's not bad. It's underwater blood rain. But I don't know how I'd keep my morale up. Blood tax. 1 target. 10 armor negating damage. Only underwater. I mean, I guess you don't have to spend any slaves, so it's okay. And then the final Brood, Son of Nakika, 140 slaves. And 8 forted temples. Weird Reconstruction. Heal 7 on all friendly units. But it might cause bleeding. Union of Flesh and Coral. 4+ area effect. Natural protection +13. Range 15, but it requires 4 blood. Rapid Mutation. Strength +4 to all friendly units underwater. Alright. Fuck. I think we're fucked. I don't think there's any way to give them air breathing through Bless, right? Maybe with Dominion's Enhanced. Even with Dominion's Enhanced, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't... Maybe Dominion's Enhanced changes water breathing, so it lets you breathe both. I'm not sure, but I think we're kind of fucked with that. I mean, I can try and enable Dominion's Enhanced if we want to just look. I imagine it'll break, but there's no harm. Let's disable the merge mod. We will enable Gathering Sturm. Dominion's Enhanced. I probably should have done that in the other order. It's not even here. Okay. We'll load this. Now it crashed. Okay, no. So that's not an option. I'm not sure what I'm going to do then. It's really not good. Orion 176. It says I made that, but that's not correct. Bermunda. So, yeah, I mean, I have no idea. Well, like, I think the ship drag is my go-to unit. It doesn't suffer any penalty. It's got 35 hit points, 10 protection. It's like, okay. Yeah, it's 1 to a square, which is pretty shitty. But 1 to a square on this actually does make it kind of resistant to arrow fire a little bit, which is nice. Because otherwise it would be these, but you're limited to 4 per turn, and then nothing else. Like you're talking about 7 attack, 9 defense with a parry 3 shield, and otherwise 13 protection on the body and 18 hit points. Like, they're okay. I think we could make them work. We could make them work. Honestly, the blood stuff didn't really impress me that much. It seems like if I want to get... Like, we're going to get free spawn, which is good, but like, the flesh coral is not easy to get. And then you have to spend... You have to do the thing. Well, you do the enchantment on a site, on a province, and then you get 1 crawler per turn from coral. And it's like, yeah, if I could just make the coral crawler, it would be decent. I think it would be maybe above average. But 1 per turn is really rough. And then the Exalted Triton, this could be the best goddamn thing in the whole world, in the whole game, whatever, but it's aquatic only. What am I going to do with that? And if there was a bless that gave you air breathing, then you would just always take that. And it would just be like a bless tax. As it is, like, yeah, you're meant to use those, I guess, to conquer the seas and build your blood economy, and then you can get your flesh corals, and then you slowly accumulate these crawlers, and then you go on land, I guess. But that's such a slow process. It's ridiculous. Like, the game is not this water-oriented, unfortunately. And depending on some maps you might play, you're not going to have much water at all before you got to get on land. So it's just like... like, I'm not looking forward to this. I think it's going to be rough as hell. So as for my bless, I I have no idea. I don't know if any of it matters. I'm not going to have any. None of these are sacred. Right? And then if this is my mage, he's not sacred. None of these are really sacred other than the flesh idol. The wretched host is sacred. And it's aquatic, sure, but we can give that an amulet of the fish or whatever. So it's like, am I going to pick a bless just based on this? I think we're going to pick a pretender that tries to just beat the game. That's what we're going to try to go for. So there's Nakika, Earth Nature, Amphibian, Fear 5, Blunt Resist, Recuperation, Gluttony 5, Dark Vision 100, Reinvigoration 2, with 4 Tentacles of the Deeps, of the Depths, Length 2, 13 attack, 22 magic damage, Armor Piercing. Good lord. That is a lot of death. And a 24 slashing damage beak. And 4 arm slots. Unfortunately, it's only got 12 natural protection and can't have any body slots. But with Earth Nature, I mean, you get access to all the usual goodies. So, pretty easy to get 20 protection, I guess. And regen. But I wouldn't say it has the best chances of surviving in the world. Tannin, Air Water, Amphibian, Fear 10, Recuperation, Storm Power 3, Storm Immunity, 4 30 damage bites, has 18 natural protection. Tricky. I'd have to really go for Hell Bless. Or, like, Hell Paths, I suppose. There's the Ancient Kraken, of course, but since they added Clumsy, it's not as good as it used to be, and I would just take this if I was going to pick something. Since it has... The Kraken only has 8 protection. The Sea Dragon is a size 10 Trampler with 22 natural protection, which is pretty strong. And a Fear 10 aura. And an AoE 1 Tail Sweep, which is pretty nice. I think the Sea Dragon's very viable. It's the Earth Serpent, of course. Or we can go with a Titan. But I don't, you know, like, if we want to bum rush a victory. The Worm's also not bad. It's got built-in regen 10%. It's amphibious, it's got Fear 5. But its offensive abilities are a bit shit. And it's only got 15 natural. So I think the Sea Dragon is the best. Let's just go ahead and go Sloth 3, because that's going to happen. We need some Earth. We'll want some Water. Poison resist 15 means we probably want Nature for regen and Foul Vapors. And then also Air to get Personal Mist Form. Honestly, that could be it. We don't need anything else. As for a Bless, nothing really matters here. Most of the time, he's not going to have this available to him. So if I pick anything, I guess I'd pick just Reinvigoration for our mages. There you go. Done. Ahuyala! For Thrones, 20. And we're just going to go for 3 of them. I really have 0 confidence in this experience. Oh, wait a minute. Fuck. We fucked up. Well, it's not from Gathering Storm. It's from fucking Nye's New Nations. I got that completely wrong. Shit. I'm an idiot. I don't know why I thought that. Whatever. Alright. So we're just gonna research for a little bit. And make sure you change shape to do your researching. For scouting, we gotta find these thrones, baby. For a mage, you're gonna just go with the Aberrantine of the Deep. So I have no money. And that is the classic example. We have constructed the Altar of the Kraken. Yep. That's there. So we need quite a bit of research at this point. I'm sure we could take one of these provinces, right? This is easy. Okay, throne there, throw there. And maybe throne there or down here. But I'm sure the other nation's down there. I'll see Iran. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, done. Easy peasy. Alternatively, this could work. We'll have plenty of options. Yeah, ship dregs. Not bad. How did you already get cursed? Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, unfortunately a slow process. But he just has to take thrones, and he's got to do it by himself, so... Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. 6 unknown monsters have joined. Ghostly sailors. Round sailors, huh? Sure. Why not? No money ever. Yeah, I noticed you can't lead on dead units. Isn't that fun? Well, I'm not taking mages off, so deal with it. Amazon, Longmane, Jademane, Light Cavalry, Wyverns. Well, we don't want to do Wyverns. Find something else. Go, my dregs. That one's real easy. That one might just be doable right now. Oh, yeah, free spawn. Love it. Love it, love it. Making me go pick up all this shit. I ain't got no damn money. Stupid mages are too expensive. Barbarian, long dead, wyverns, cave drakes. Fuck. So wyverns everywhere. My next best option here. Deep forest, maybe. Alright, we won. Lost 10 ship dregs. They're not that good. With wave warriors, though, they'd be good. Fucking wyverns on Kareen. Shit. Okay. That's still not the end of the world. So we got this, maybe this, or maybe this. One of the two. Good thing I set it to 3 thrones. I knew it was going to be rough. Okay. Wait, what? Brigands have taken up residence in a ruin. In the old flood? I mean, I guess, maybe. I can't really argue with it. Alright, we got all our buffs for the most part. So now it's just, I guess, summon Earth Power if I can squeeze it in. I don't think I can, though. Which is the worrisome part. But it's not that bad. I'm gonna move off. And then there's maybe some construction, but not really necessary to take this spot. It's not good. Damn ship dregs. Oh, we got Macabre Sailor with us now. Nice. Handle all these guys. Okay. Moss Body. Personal Mist Form. Could do Ice Shield. It's pretty good. But the usual would be Personal Iron Skin, Temper Flesh, Change Shape. Now, this is a little risky, actually, underwater. Oh, no, we're not underwater. Okay, so now we're going to have no problem. Yeah, but underwater, there's some fast-moving stuff like Kalulus and things. Could be problematic. All right. So I realize that his other form does not have air breathing. So He died. He died real good. That's a problem. Fuck. I definitely forgot about that. Because his normal form obviously does not. Shit. It's gonna get worse and worse before it gets better. Barbarian heavy infantry. It's a pretty good one. Make that work. Yeah, it's not good. That's not good. Huh. Yeah, we need to get construction 5, no matter what. I think. I don't think... Oh, no, the Shambler skin. But, yeah, it has to be a miscellaneous. So, yeah. Yeah. It's not great. Game is slipping away from us now. And yeah, I mean, I guess we could take an army here. Fuck. We have to take this, which is not going to be pleasant. Can you just go watch that, see if anyone hits it? That'll make it easier. There's a few other avenues, I suppose. This is an avenue that we could take. Yeah, but we can't dilly-dally. Or we could try and just take this before Baguajanini takes it, which I think is not that far off. Not that we have any guarantee of doing it, but, you know, it's getting dicey now. That was a really dumb mistake. Shit. Alright, he came back. He did not win. That's a lot of fucking skeletons. Damn it. Oh, God. Just can't catch a break here. We weakened it so much, but it's like he can just keep spitting out skeletons. So I don't like our odds. But if I don't take it, I feel like Bagwajanini is. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Now we need peace. Peace and quiet. From at least you two, if nothing else. Okay, good. Get me an amulet of the fish. And get me a... Oh, I don't know. Girdle of Might's pretty good, since we're not going to have summon earth power. And let's get a Dancing Trident. Never go wrong with that. Good. Good, 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 good. Oh no, he only has 2 slots. Fuck! Damn, that's limited. Alright, it has to be Amulet of Fish. And it has to be that. I need the lower encumbrance, I guess. Because I'm a trampler, so it's gonna get out of control. I'm iffy about that one, to be honest. I'd rather hit those barbarians. As for here, fuck. For now, I guess we're just going to sit. So I can build a palisade. And hopefully they become friends with me and are not offended by what I've done to them. Tirnanog accepted, but Bagwajanini did not. I feel like he's usually an asshole. Alright, so... Same dance as the first time, but this time we won't... We will actually change form. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah. So 27 protection with Temper Flesh and Personal Mist form. Very hard for barbarians to crack. And trampling and Fear Aura. Pretty good. Alright, should be able to do the same thing here. Start trying to be friends with Smooich. And Hollow Nest and everybody. Basically everybody. And Atlantis. Okay, we just gotta get this one then. The trickiest one. Yeah. The trickiest one. Bagwashinini accepted. This form's still up. Done. Fucking... Well, he got a limp. He did take quite a bit of damage from some stuff. I mean, Mist Form reduces it to 1. Oh, I didn't give him personal regen. I completely forgot about personal regen. Wow. That's even more impressive, really. I guess I'd drop Iron Skin. Feels wrong, but yeah, personal regen's pretty good. We actually could set him on advance and cast spells. But, I don't know. Might be dumb. All right. We're gonna try to do this with crackerjack timing. I might hit it with the army first to just try and kill as much as I can, and then second. Wow, they all accepted. Holy shit. And we got a stalker. Aeolus, an ethereal assassin. But he's not aquatic, so there's that. The size of the entire battlefield is usually about 100 by 50. When can the size of the battlefield ever change? I think there is a world here where we wait. You get like Alteration 7 to cast Wave Warriors. But maybe that's the second army if we fail. I don't think anyone else is going to take this, so it's mostly just like, is someone else going to steal these thrones from me? I think between my army killing off a decent amount and followed by our pretender, not really that worried. Like, yeah, there's a lot of shit here, and we don't have much of an army. Like, we're gonna get decimated. I'm aware. But we just gotta do a number on them. Hopefully, like, the frontline stuff that would get to our pretender first. I doubt we killed much of that. We lost 153, they lost 100. Not bad, really. I mean, not good at all, but not bad. Now we see what they have there. They have one Mine Lord. Not too bad. Problem is, I'd really prefer to get MR, but there's not much MR available. There's the Crown of Lead, which I guess I could make. I could send along a Fluffer to cast Mist Form and Stone Skin. No, not Stone Skin. Quickness, but Quickness probably isn't a good option. Gift of Formlessness instead of Temper Flesh, and that would free me up to cast something else. That could be viable. Yeah, alright, I'm on board with that plan. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to rebuild all that. But I guess there is a bunch of shit I could go around and collect rather than just sitting here and waiting. We are not gonna need this, so you can get the trident instead. Yeah, it's hard to say. We'll see. Oh, I could be recruiting stuff. Well, I guess if we're doing an underwater battle, I may as well get, like, Reef Warriors or something, except I have no resources. I could get Exalted Tritons. They're not amazing, but they're not bad. Blood Clan Riders. Let's go with that, I suppose. Fair enough. Okay. So we're going to ditch these two. Instead, you can get Summon Earth Power in there. And Ice Shield. We could have gone for Foul Vapors. Yeah, I think Ice Shield is the way to go. Won't be on attack closest. You are just going to cast Gift of Formlessness and Mist Form. Make sure you get that. Yeah, I don't know what else you'd really cast on him. It's kind of it. So. Okay, good. Good. It's gonna work this time. Trust me. Done and done, baby. That's simple. That's simple. Yeah, we lost the mage, but who cares about that? We defended White Lake with all our crablings and stuff. Nice. And that is game. Well, aside from that one really bad fuck up at the start, it worked out. Yeah, it's like, what do you want me to say, really? I mean, I guess, like, you're meant to just control the water. I guess. And then you have temples everywhere. And you've got these things that are all training corals. And then you cast that blood spell on all these forts. Whichever one it was. Yeah, metastasis. It's on all your forts, then you just cast this. And then, like, every turn, you're summoning a flesh coral, and every turn it's turning into a crawler. And then you bring it all together, and you have an army of the crawlers, which are, like, pretty decent, I guess. It's, like, just so much effort compared to any other nation. It's like, ugh. And slapping on this penalty to everything is just really rough. And then having sacred recruitables that are aquatic only is very painful. Let me just see. Between Nye's new nations. Okay. That's all the correct units and everything, I believe. Is there an air breathing? It's water breathing. Does not seem like it changed anything. So no, they did not give... I mean, because it's like, how often would that ever get picked, you know? But it'd be nice if water breathing just also gave you air breathing just on top of it, just in case, you know? Why not? So yeah, then the only hope would be, I guess, Divinitas instead. And maybe that has like an underwater one that gives maybe. I mean, not looking good. I mean, some of these create items that you can equip or give to your priests or something that give water and air breathing. But, yeah, it's not looking hot. Yeah, a lot of them just create amulets of the fish. Or Pearl of Wisdom. Air breathing, water breathing, blah, blah, blah. No. No. Nope. 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 No. I guess not. No options. Dang. Yeah, so it's a largely aquatic, heavy blood nation, which is just not for me. But it's a shame because the sprites are so damn good and cool. Like thematically, one of the coolest nations. Definitely one of the coolest aquatic nations. I mean, this thing's just glorious. But yeah, just not for me, dog. Cool stuff though. So yeah, I mean, we didn't really look much at the nation. We didn't do any blood, but it's like the blood stuff didn't overwhelm me being cool either. So I don't know. And then you have these things that just like, okay, you get 2 temporary blood slaves, and then you bleed. And on your mages, that's really rough. I mean, yeah, you basically have to take enchanted blood. Yeah, pretty much. But anyways, my name is Mangg. Game Watch has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.